Dana, happy Thanksgiving to you, and thanks for coming on.
Happy Thanksgiving, Grant.
So, Dana, I hope that Donald Trump does not stop holding the media accountable, and I hope he doesn't stop his tough, straight talk about the dishonesty of the media, because I really do think that's what endeared him to so much of the American public.
No, I would agree with that. I think that in a campaign, there are certain things that you're going to hear and certain behaviors that you will see that will be tempered by after the election, tempered by simply just going into the White House. However, that being said, I don't think that for the lack of a better way to put it, the zero relationship with the mainstream media is going to be one of those things. Look, this media has not only impugned the character of half of the country, and they've done this since 2008, 2009. They definitely did this 2010, particularly when they were going to push the Unaffordable Health Care Act and get that passed. And they were trying to say anyone who disagreed with it, well, you may need to check your soul and have a talk with Jesus because something's seriously wrong with you. It's probably because the president's black. That's one of the things that we all heard over and over again. They questioned everybody's character. And so I'm actually happy because I have long been a huge critic of the media. And I hate that what I do is considered part of it because I don't consider myself part of them. However, I'm very glad to see. I said this actually on television not too long ago. I'm happy, just frankly, to see them curb stomped. I mean, let's be real about it, Grant. These people are just the worst thing that could ever possibly happen just to the American political system right now with the way that they cover so many things. For instance, when nobody gets a fair shake on policy. No one gets a fair shake where it concerns immigration. They conflate illegal and legal immigration. They conflate a number of things, particularly the coverage on gun control. I have so many things that I hate about mainstream media. There is no way we are going to fit it in the allotted time today. They are the rat bastards of the earth. They are the boil on the backside of American politics. I have no other nice way to put it.
Well, Dana, and it goes beyond just all of the issues that they disagree with conservatives on. I mean, I think it goes all the way to everyday life. A reporter out there who, from the moment they got out of college, went to work in a newsroom someplace in a bubble, has no idea what business owners go through. They have no idea what all the regulations in government do to the backs of business owners, hamstringing the economy the way they do. Right. They literally live in Disneyland, and they have this unicorn and rainbow view of how the world should be. It simply doesn't exist. A guy like Donald Trump comes in, changes the narrative. They go off the deep end. I mean, CNN is still pushing this narrative that all Trump supporters are racist.
Well, I mean, which is ridiculous. I don't like the alt-right. I think the alt-right is a tiny little fringe, and it pales in comparison to the size of Black Lives Matter. I mean, Black Lives Matter is way bigger than the alt-right, but Black Lives Matter's burned down buildings as well. The alt-right, I just think, is just a group of awful dweebs who got their butts kicked in high school, and so they try to align themselves with an authoritarian ideology because they think it gives them the brass that they lacked when they were seniors. That being said, the thing is, with us on the right, we like to call out our crazy, which it never really happens because we are so alpha-minded that if someone misbehaves, they get called out. Whereas on the left, if someone misbehaves, they get elected into office. Let's look at all of the past Democrat politicians who've been elected by huge pluralities into office. But the thing with this, Grant, is the people are finished. People are done with the way that they see the media. I'll tell you this: when I went to J school, do you know that one of my requirements, Grant, for J school was a class on persuasion? I had to take a class on persuasion, a persuasion class. That was a prerequisite for one of my other classes to get my degree. And I thought, this is insane, because here I was, this idealistic kid, and I'm going into college, having to take this ridiculous course. And then I realized, of course, now out in the real world, that's really what so much of mainstream media is. It's just bad news is propaganda. Misreporting is propaganda. Omission is propaganda. It is all a form of bias. People have seen it on NBC. They see it in movies. They see it in music. They see it absolutely everywhere. And so when everything that they have been told by a mainstream media hits the reality wall with a particular political candidate like the president-elect, they don't know what to do. People are cheering for that. They are seeing someone put into words with the same tone and energy that they have felt all this time. towards the media, all the things that these people have wanted to say towards the media, but they haven't because they knew that they wouldn't have been heard. That's one of the reasons that this is resonating. And the media, Grant, and I'll finish with this, the media is now starting to see their ability to shame people for dissent completely disappear. It is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I find it hilarious that you're taking a class in persuasion when I'm ashamed to say I'm a 20-year veteran of the mainstream media. You are not supposed to persuade.
Dirty mainstream media.
Yeah, right. You are not supposed to be persuading anyone as a journalist. A journalist is the easiest job in the world. All you have to do is find both sides of a story and tell it. And you know what? You can write a cute little lines and jazz it up a little bit, but you're not persuading anybody. You're just using common sense and telling two sides to a story. It's that easy.
Yeah. And so many times, Grant, and you know this because, and I've really seen this explode in the last 15 years, people who are coming up from journalism, Grant, they don't want to just tell the story. They want to be a part of the story. You remember the dude who was in Ferguson, and I can't remember his name, Wesley Lowery, I think was his name, and he saw a picture of just, orange earbuds on the ground, you stick in your ears when you're at the range or whatever, you're out hunting, and he thought those were rubber bullets. God love him. He thought those were rubber bullets. And they actually ran a story about that at Washington Post. I kid you not. And he was publicly shamed because shame's a good thing. It's good. He was publicly shamed on social media as a result of being so unbelievably stupid. Reading his tweet killed brain cells without the benefit of alcohol. It was just, that's when public shame is great. This is who the media is. The media has ceased being actual watchdogs for the people of the government. And I've said this for the longest time. They've been the lapdog of this administration.
Yeah, they're bodyguards for the administration is what they are, Dana. They're bodyguards for this administration.
Completely. Oh, completely. Well, it's going to change.
Yep, it is. Hey, Dana Loesch, as always, it is a great pleasure having you on. Happy Thanksgiving to you, and enjoy a little time off.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. Tryptophan dreams and apple pie and pumpkin pie kisses. Bye, everybody.
Sounds good. Thank you. Dana Loesch, everyone. Hey, I'm Grant Stinchfield for NRATV. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you as well. We're back here at the top of the hour.